Good morning, welcome to my channel. I'm Hilda. Before we start, let's have a few sips of warm water. I have here about half a glass. Not going to finish it, but take a few sips. It's important because we need to warm up our system, relax our digestives. Our stomach needs to be warm at all times. And very importantly, especially if it's the first thing in the morning, we need to moist the joints so that it can actually be more fluid when we start moving. Cheers. Let's get started. The dynamic stretch that I like to do first thing in the morning usually starts from the upper body, be it the neck, the shoulders, or the neck, shoulders, and arms. I usually don't dissect them too much because the body needs to work as a whole. So we can start by spreading out our arms. Look at it, my palms are facing out. And from here, all you need to do is just bring it up and down in a soft fluid motion. Now if you feel tightness anywhere at this point, you can just stop here. Okay, just go to the range that you're comfortable with, and from here you can go a little bit further if you like. As you do this, you might start to feel one side tighter than the other. Just observe those feelings. Feel like you are kind of pushing a little bit of resistance down when you bring your arms down. And when you go up too, you're kind of like, feel like you're moving a little bit against the resistance. This way, your arms will lengthen out. Okay? And you start to feel your arms a little bit sore, you can bring it down. My suggestion is continue to do it for a few more reps. So let's do it together for one more rep, and if you like, you can continue for 2 or 3 more. It can only be good for us. Again, and go. Here, let's start to move our body as well, and we can just sway and sway. Enjoy the fluidity. As you can see, my leg is turning in a little bit as I move from side to side. We don't want our body to square. Okay, just rotate the leg in a little bit as you do that. You can start to walk forward and back. going to show you the next dynamic stretch from the back. Stretch out both arms and bring one arm up and one arm down and just bend. Imagine you're trying to touch but not quite touching. Straighten, and let's go the other side here. You will feel one side tighter than the other, maybe one side easier to bend than the other. All of us have our imbalances, and so do I. You can see my right side is tighter, and it's okay, just observe the feeling. Feel a bit like a windmill. You know what? The exercises will be so boring to watch if you don't do it with me. If you have not started to join me and do it with me and you're just watching, now let's try to do it together. It will be more fun. You get to embody it more. For the next exercise, we'll be going down towards the floor, working on our hip and legs. If you have any knee problem here, maybe avoid doing these exercises at all, or do a simpler version where you're actually almost standing, but just bending your knee a little bit to a comfortable degree. So we bend our knees here, okay? So watch my knee, it's in line with my ankle, okay? Just make sure you are not going too far out with your knee. That is to protect our knee joints. So from here, we're just going to shift from side to side. For those who've been sitting too much in the office, this is a very, very good antidote to sitting syndrome. If you feel a little bit tired, you can always stand up a little bit and go again. Okay, you can even do this as another form of dynamic stretch. Okay, and let's go again, shifting from side to side. Okay, so from here, as you can see, our legs are at a 45-degree angle more or less. Now, if it's possible, see if you can just bend a little bit lower and up. Just an inch lower and up. Inch lower and up. Basically stretching the inner thigh, our hip joints. Okay, do a very light, gentle bounce here. I'm going to show it to you from the side so that you know. You have another angle here, okay? And from here, just bounce a little bit. As mentioned, if you are tired, you can just come up a little bit. And then you go again. Okay, now see if you can then do this. Bring your spine a little bit more forward. Have your elbows pushing against your thighs and just straighten your spine out a little bit. Breathe. And slowly straighten your legs. Now, if you can, try to touch the floor with your fingers, but if not, I've got a yoga block here, okay? This is a modification. You can actually place your hand on the yoga block. If you need more height, you can also place more, okay? Straighten your legs out, look at your yoga block, or look directly at the floor below you. Now from here, gently just shift your weight back and forth. Not too much that you fall over. But a little bit in a rocking motion. Feet parallel if you can. We're going to continue with floor work. Have your legs straight out and just open up a little bit, like 45 degrees, not too big. From here, you're just going to bend the knees. Now check where the heels are. Check where the heels are, and we're just going to stay there. And from here, just imagine somebody is dragging your heels out. Drag. I need you to drag. Drag your heels out instead of trying to straighten by pushing your knee down. Just imagine your heels being dragged out, and once it's out, flex as much as possible. And from here, you're going to bend by dragging in again. And drag it out. Flex as much as possible. If your heel feels like it wants to lift off from the floor, it's okay. Now to also test if your leg is really straight, you can put your hand under your knee here and just feel like your knees are pressing down on your fingers. Imaginary cue, okay? And a few more times. Do this very, very slowly. And flex a lot, okay? Push your heels forward. And bend. That ends up our 10 minutes dynamic stretch session here. You can do more reps if you like. You can extend for more than 10 minutes if you like. It's really all up to you. But if you're short of time or if you're just starting out, 10 minutes is actually good because dynamic stretching, like other things, it adds up a little bit over time and it only gets better. So after this whole session, what I would advise you is, again, come back to our glass of warm water. I have half a glass here. Try to finish it if you can because, again, you may not feel like you've sweat a lot, but if you feel some heat in your body, your pores would have opened up. And that means that there will be heat release and there must be transportation of fluid in the body. You do need to rehydrate, and warm water is always good for us. Well, as you can see also that I'm all padded up now after I finish recording the exercises. So one more great thing about warm water is it keeps the body warm I'm still living in Shanghai, and the weather is getting colder now. Winter is coming, so it's really important to keep the body moist and warm here. If you find this content helpful, do give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I would love to hear from you, so leave a comment in the section below as well. Ask me any questions. I will be sure to reply. Check out my other videos as well on spine, shoulder care, and more dynamic stretches. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for viewing up to this point. Cheers with warm water, and I'll hope to see you in the next one. Take a sip. That's more than a sip, that's a gulp. I'm going to finish it, and I hope you also moist up, drink up. That's it, and take care. Have a great day.